It's a celebration, bitch. Bitch, I'm sweating because I'm holding heat and I brought the hat out. The nigga I was dating when I Think About Power came out gave me this hat, so I put it on just for the occasion, bitch. Won't he do it? When I Think About Power, 3 years. Wait. I've been watching all these damn YouTube videos about doing YouTube videos, and they be telling me to tell everybody to like, comment, and subscribe when you first start, and then that will get your engagement up. So if you fuck with a nigga, like, comment, and subscribe in celebration of 3 years of It is June 2026, and I could not let the month pass without celebrating 3 years of When I Think About Power. Hold on, bitch. Hold on. Yo. Ooh. Bitch. Hello. Hey. How are you? Yeah. It's a celebration, bitch. Cheers.
To the girls' weekend.
I wanted to just like meditate on this book, this project, this series. Oh, bitch. I need my gloves. One thing about my book, she collects fingerprints. So I'm gonna get the gloves. Hold on. It's such a precious item, bitch. It's such a precious item. Award winning, bitch. Oprah approved, bitch. Yeah. Handle her with care. So this book, like any great project, had many iterations. So backstory, true tea. I started the Love Heart brand in 2018, right after I graduated high school. And then I stopped at a certain point because an agent told me I should stop using Love Heart and just use Eric Hart Jr. Like, it didn't really make sense. And I listened because I wanted to be signed. While I was doing Love Heart shit, one of the things that I did with the brand at the time was create these photo series. And the first photo series I created was titled Unravel. Unravel was essentially my answer to a question of masculinity at the time. That was like the prequel, right? And I created these images, black and white images of boys around my age. I remember trying to make Unravel into like a film of some sort where I was talking to men and having conversations and writing poetry, doing a lot of the shit that I'm actually doing right now with video and text and just like montage type shit. And in the process of writing for Unravel, I came up with this poem that was titled When I Think About Power. And the poem kind of just like read in this like rhymey, like, when I think about power, specifically man, I think about cants and I think about cans. I think
boo this nigga right now. Boo him. We hate you.
Been freed. Like, bullshit. Okay, while the poem was asked, I still do like the piece of writing that is my artist statement for When I Think About Power. And it starts with a line that I really feel like I kind of chewed when I wrote. The first line of When I Think About Power is, every day of my life I've been called my father. And essentially I go on to talk about feeling kind of like distant from the man that my father is and the men who surround me and my family and my hometown, and really wanting to find myself in their ideas of masculinity, their ideas of power, their ideas of strength, and just not being able to. And I think When I Think About Power became my sort of resolution to meshing those worlds together. What would it look like if I was to coexist? The earliest image in this book is actually one of the ones that people love the most. It's the image of the car with the shotgun. That image was taken in 2019. And When I Think About Power, like I said, came out in 2023. But I had to stop shooting for When I Think About Power in 2022. So 19, 20, 21, 22, 4 years. This is a 4-year project. Through photographic expression, I have begun to find my own tone of voice, my own stride, my own power. This collection is an expression of my journey. Girl, shut the fuck up. I was literally talking to a friend, a mentor, day before yesterday about how like I think some of When I Think About Power is chopped. Like, I really think some of this is not my best work. And I mean, of course, like, I was 19, 20 years old making this book. And as time has progressed, I've gained way more control over the medium of photography, and I know how to get the images I want. I think a lot of this is experimentation. A lot of this is playing around. A lot of this is me as a young and hungry artist just doing photography. And within that, some of it may not be my favorite work of all time, but I was expressing this to him, and he was like, yeah, but your book is so raw. There's a rawness to When I Think About Power that's really special. And I received that. I agree with that. I think that this is a raw ass series. Now, not to get it twisted, this is heat, baby. While some of it may be chopped, it's still heat. This is still a phenomenal series. I think of the world according to Beyonce. This is my Dangerously in Love. This isn't my best project, but the potential, the rawness, the talent, the heart is here. You know what I mean? I'm working on my B-Day. I'm working on my Lemonade, but my Dangerously in Love is something I still stick beside. And I'm very, very proud of When I Think About Power. Still to this day. Still to this day, this is one of my favorite images I've ever taken. Still, bitch. The peaks are peaking. Like the peaks, the great images and the heights of When I Think About Power are very high. And still to this day, I think the best work in When I Think About Power is some of the best work I've ever created. And with that being said, this is one of them. This image means so much to me. This is the first time as an artist that I felt like I had created something that was mine. With this image, I feel like this is the first time I ever created something that reflected me. I used to wear my nails all the time, and that was a thing. I don't feel like rehashing my trauma when it comes to When I Think About Power. It's been 3 years, baby. Pick up the book. And no shade, I feel like this is one of them ones that's like, one day at the Eric Hart Jr. retrospective, at the MoMA, at the High Museum in Atlanta, bitch, all the things, at the Tate Modern, bitch, she gonna be there. She gonna be there. Mark my words. She's a chop. She's a chop. Like at the time when I took them, it's like, oh baby, this is one of my favorite things, baby. This is one of the best things I ever took. Now I look at this shit and I'm like, okay. Big CJ, not the little one. Yes. This is one of the ones too. CJ, baby, every frame you take of CJ is a hit. That's a hit. That's a banger. That's a banger. Stunning. Ate that. Devoured. Chewed. Another classic. Another one, thank you. Yeah, this is an award-winning image. Clock that T. Clock that T. This is another award-winning image. I think 3 of the images in this book have won awards. Let me go back. Me and our Santi went to high school together. Everyone in this car was people I went to high school with. And it was just like, we just in my grandma's yard, just doing shit, playing around. And it's crazy because it's still a part of my portfolio that people look for and like ask about and buy prints of. Bitch, this work still sells. I didn't even know what I was doing. I really did not know what I was doing when I was making When I Think About Power. I just was doing what felt right. And at this time, it felt right to ask my friends to come to my grandma's yard and just take a photo. There's something really special about that. There's something really special about somehow in the mundane, naive actions of your day-to-day, you somehow do something that you don't even know can be transformative, can be a revelation, can be something that follows you through the rest of your life. If the day comes when I achieve all the things that I want to achieve in life and I become the artist that I hope God has put me on this earth to be and that I know in my heart that I will become, this image will follow at all times. And I know that now. Like 3 years later, it's an image that still follows me. And it's just crazy how this was just kind of like a fun, like, hey, can you come to my grandma's house? Let's shoot. We're white. What do you have that's white? You know, like, I don't know. It's really beautiful. It's really beautiful. And I think that kind of mindset is what really excites me about when I think about power. It's like, this book is a testament that I was doing something right, even in the midst of not knowing what I was doing. Fun fact about this image. Oprah Winfrey, when she saw When I Think About Power, she pointed directly to this one and she was like, this is beautiful. You can make some money off this. And I was like, that's the goal, Oprah? Yo, but she specifically pointed to this image and said it was beautiful. Yeah. And then the conversation with Kaylin Allen. I think one of the most beautiful things about When I Think About Power, so many seeds were planted with this book. So many seeds were planted with this book. One of those seeds being a great relationship with Kaylin Allen. Kaylin agreed to be a part of this book for free. All money was offered. Kaylin did this shit for free, and I'm so thankful he did that. Him and she. And I really spent a lot of time thinking through who would be the collaborators for When I Think About Power. And I literally have a list. This is actually my journal from the time in which I was working on When I Think About Power, and specifically around the time when I found out that it was actually going to be a real book. This is March 29th, 2022, Tuesday at 9:41 p.m. And then I specifically am talking about When I Think About Power. I emailed more publishers today, did a few shoots over the past 2 weeks, want to just allow it to grow and grow. It is in no way moving in the way I expected it to, but I'm going to respect the process in due time. I know it is phenomenal work. People will love it when they see it. The Lord is setting it up for the perfect release. Okay, this is the next entry, April 21st, 2022. I have a meeting with Damiani on the 26th about When I Think About Power. Fingers crossed, Lord. Also, I had a meeting with Tyler Mitchell on April 3rd at this spot in Brooklyn. He was literally so great and looked at my work and just gave me amazing feedback and or critique. One of my photos was selected to be a part of the 38th American Photography book from AIAP. Had a phenomenal game night. What did I say? Jordan pissed me off. Fuck Jordan. Bitch, I be writing anything in my journal. Look, why I put... why is the picture of Beyonce from that video where she like, why did God give me this talent? Bitch, I wrote, why did God give me this throat? Hell nah. Like, I just feel like, wow, I really did that. I remember exactly why. The sidebar, my journal is a very funny place. This is a DM from a nigga I went to 5th grade with. We went to Washington, D.C., and I still to this day do not sleep in complete darkness. I don't do that. That ain't my ministry. I like a little bit of light. And I had a nightlight on the trip, and we were in a room. It was me and 3 other boys, and the 3 other boys ain't like my nightlight. So this nigga stole it. And they kept saying, well, we don't know what happened. We don't know what happened. Nah, nigga, you stole my nightlight. But randomly, he DM'd me one day as an adult on June 28th, 2022, and said, hey, Eric, firstly, I want to congratulate you on your successes with photography. It's really cool to see someone from a small town like Macon do something bigger. I wanted to reach out and apologize. When we went to DC, I put your nightlight behind one of the beds because I couldn't sleep with it on. I was going to bring it back out before we left, but I didn't. You don't have to respond to this or anything. I just wanted to own my mistake and acknowledge that I was wrong. Obviously, I can't get that light back, and I'm sure it meant something to you. So for that, I'm sorry. You should be, darling. You should be, nigga. 12 coming for you, nigga. Yeah, nigga. Yeah. Asshole. I can't believe that bitch niggas took my nightlight. I love Dallin. Dallin is a sweetheart, but that was some fucked up shit he pulled. So When I Think About Power was actually printed in Italy, in Bologna, Italy. So me and my friend Trey went to Italy to see it at press and to just kind of be in the mix as it was being printed. But this is an entry while I was there. November 8th, 2022, Tuesday, 12:10 p.m. So I'm currently sitting at this desk in Bologna, Italy with Eleonora and Trey. trying not to smile. I don't know why I try to hide joy. I'm also just not good at it. Like, I'm definitely smiling. I really have a book coming out. Wow. I am just over the moon. I am proud of myself. I am really an artist. It's happening. These are the types of things I dreamed
You're
of.
a dummy,
Plus,
bitch.
Lorenzo told me earlier they typically do 1,000 copies, but they are running 2,500 of mine as they just love the work. Damn, I didn't know they... I forgot the edition was that big. Whoa. I just want to absorb the comment because I can often overlook compliments, but that's a very big statement and I'm very honored to hear it. I'm going to send some emails, but just wanted to take a moment to document the blessing. And then the next day, I wrote a quote from Trey. If you're not being vulnerable, you're not being honest. Trey farted 2022. Bologna, Italy. I miss Trey. I need to text Trey ass. Actually, nah, fuck Trey. No, let me stop. I love Trey. Trey's supposed to redo my website. I remember working on When I Think About Power and saying to myself, like, baby, this finna be my sweet fly paper of life. This finna be my goddamn The Americans. This finna be my goddamn kitchen table series. Was it that? No. But that's fine. When I Think About Power is When I Think About Power. And When I Think About Power is a very, very special project. I think anyone who looks at When I Think About Power, the people, my community that it represents, Black queer men, resonate with it, and that means a lot to me. Image makers resonate with it, and that means a lot to me. And I'm just thankful to have a good fucking photo book. My book is, I have a good book. It's my first one. I want many. I want to be like Dr. Deborah Willis. I want dozens of books. But When I Think About Power as my debut, that's the heavy hitter. I don't know. Like that's. I came out swinging. Yeah. Period.